What supplements should you be taking? Supplements are the most talked about and misunderstood topics in fitness. With thousands of products on the market and bold claims on every label, it's easy to waste money on potions and powders that don't deliver. But what if you could cut through the noise and just focus on a few proven essentials which are going to dramatically improve your health? In today's video, we're going to break down 3 essential supplements that you need, which are backed by science, experience, and real results. Now, dude, let's face it, there are a ton of supplements out there, and it can be really confusing trying to work out which supplement is going to give the most bang for your buck, and even more frustrating if you're wasting cash on supplements which don't improve your health. You've probably heard of the phrase pissing away supplements, right? Literally flushing money down the drain. So how do we avoid that? How do we make sure that we're actually getting value and results from the supplements that we're taking? I want to focus on 3 supplements that have been shown to actually work. I'm not saying that these are the only supplements that work, but you should most definitely add these to your list because they will dramatically improve the quality of your overall health. Let's start with the most obvious. Protein powder. Honestly, I don't even look at protein powder as a supplement anymore. To me, it's just another way of getting your daily protein in. Sometimes it's even cheaper than food because with prices of meat dramatically increasing, beef, chicken, pork, lamb, it's just another way that we can increase your overall protein intake without it breaking the bank. Now, I take protein powder every single day. It's a staple in my routine, and I don't treat it as a supplement. I do treat it as a food. I want you to think about it this way. If you ate fish at brunch every couple of weeks when you went out, that's more of a supplement because you're not eating it on a regular basis compared to having a protein shake every single day. It's part of your routine and it's seen as a food. Now, protein powder comes in a few forms. The 2 main milk protein types are casein and whey. I prefer whey protein just because it sits a little bit better on the stomach. Now, within whey, there are a few subtypes with how the body digests it, processes it, and metabolizes it. The first one is concentrate, which may still contain some sugars, and if you're lactose intolerant, probably not the best choice. The second is isolate, which the majority of people use, whey protein isolate, which you might have heard of. And number 3, hydrolyzed whey, which is even more expensive, but it's a higher quality protein. I take protein powder daily, and honestly, I started because of a practical reason. When I used to work in the NHS as a biomedical scientist, I was limited on time. Therefore, it was super difficult for me to eat 1, even 2 chicken breasts in one sitting, just because I only had a 30-minute break. Therefore, it was way easier, no pun intended, to actually have that protein shake alongside my main meal, which I would then supplement. So I started taking 2 shakes a day, 1 in the morning and then 1 post-workout. It was an easy way to hit my calorie and my protein targets. Now, meeting your daily protein needs is one of the most crucial aspects when it comes to muscle building. Now, in terms of brands, the 2 that I recommend are number 1, AGF by Unrivaled Growth Formula. It's around £60 per tub, but I can 1000% recommend it because of its high quality profile. The second, which isn't as good in terms of the profile, but it does taste amazing, it's Perform Whey Protein. One of the flavors that I do enjoy is chocolate brownie batter. Now, for most people, you should be aiming for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, guess what? You are going to consume 200 grams of protein every single day. Some individuals go as low as 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Others go towards 1.2 to even 1.3 grams of protein per pound of body weight. I most definitely eat at the higher end of that range, around 1.2 to 1.3 grams of protein, whether I'm looking at dropping body fat and maintaining my muscle mass or even in a muscle building phase. It all comes down to your individual preference. And when you're consuming 200 grams of protein plus every single day, it's not always that easy to consume it through food only, which is why protein powders and protein shakes are a great way to add value and hit your overall protein intake. But I would never supplement it for a meal. It's always in addition to that meal. Especially now when prices are going up, shakes are a cost-effective solution. I like to add in peanut butter honey, frozen fruit, give it a good mix. That's an easy way to boost your calories, and it's very satisfying. It tastes amazing. Now, when it comes to per serving dosage, you want to make sure that it's got a good amount of leucine. That's an amino acid which drives muscle protein synthesis, muscle building. Studies have shown that 20 to 30 grams of protein will contain that significant amount of leucine, which will hit that threshold. Also, I don't buy into the whole anabolic window where you need to smash a shake straight after your workout. Muscle protein synthesis is actually elevated for 24 to 48 hours. The most important thing is consistency and your overall protein intake for that day. Next up, creatine monohydrate. Now, creatine is probably the most backed up and researched supplement worldwide, especially in terms of both effectiveness and safety. People have been using it for decades, and I remember the first time that I actually took creatine monohydrate. I thought it was a steroid because I didn't have a basic understanding of what it did within the human body. Now, a few years back, it was actually sold under a flashy name known as phosphagen, but really it was just creatine monohydrate packaged up, and it works exactly the same as it does now, just as when it did then. So you're probably wondering, what does creatine actually do? Well, it has three functions. Number one, it helps the body to produce more ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. That's a bit of a tongue twister, but all it means is it's the main energy source which is put towards muscular contractions, and it allows the body to work significantly harder. Number two, it creates a super hydration effect. So it pulls water into your muscles intracellularly. Don't know how to pronounce that. Giving you a bigger, fuller look at rest. Number three, it promotes better muscle protein synthesis over time due to increased cellular hydration. Now, you can go through a loading phase, which is about 20 grams per day, which is split across 5 days. Or you can just take 5 grams per day. Personally, I like to aim for 1 gram of creatine per 10 kilograms of body weight. Therefore, if I was to weigh 80 kilograms, I would be taking 8 grams of creatine monohydrate every single day. Either way, once your creatine stores are saturated, 5 grams is going to be sufficient to maintain your overall saturation levels. But not everyone handles creatine monohydrate well. Some people get bloated or have stomach issues just like my partner did. If that's you, you can try creatine hydrochloride or micronized creatine. It's more absorbable and causes fewer gut issues. The downside is that it tastes awful and it's more expensive, but you only need 2 to 3 grams of creatine per day instead of the recommended dosage, general rule of thumb of 5 grams per day. That said, all of the research has been done on monohydrate. It's safe, it's backed by evidence, and it's relatively cheap. If you don't have stomach issues, stick with monohydrate. It has a ton of benefits which will dramatically improve cognition and your performance, and it's relatively cheap. Finally, but no means least, omega-3 fatty acids. These are seriously underrated, and I actually started taking these when I played football a good few years back. They're not only good for your heart, but they've been shown to be anti-catabolic. They help with recovery, and when taken at the right dosage, they can promote anabolism. I actually started taking them more seriously when my neurologist recommended for brain health, because I was constantly getting migraines, and since supplementing omega-3s, my performance has dramatically improved, my cognition has improved, my inflammatory response has significantly reduced, so my ability to recover in between training sessions, and also my overall energy throughout the day. Now, the quality of your omega-3 supplement matters. They come in ethyl ester and triglyceride forms. Triglyceride is more of a natural version, whilst ethyl esters are more processed and go rancid faster. That's when fish oil can actually become harmful. When looking for high quality sources of omega-3, you want to look at the EPA and the DHA dosage, the two key components in omega-3s. You want to aim for a 3:2 ratio for EPA and DHA and shoot for a combined total of 1 to 2 grams per day, or up to 4 grams for enhanced muscle and recovery benefits. Yes, you can get omega-3s from fish, but eating fish every single day comes with its risks. You can actually get mercury exposure. Now, a brand that I recommend is Trained by JP, and it's called Omega Pharma Pro. The dosage is high, the quality is high, and you will not be disappointed. So, all of these supplements, from protein powder to creatine monohydrate and omega-3, are effective in improving your overall health, and they are cost effective. They give you a real return on your investment, and when you take them consistently, you will start to see a myriad of health benefits and dramatic changes to your overall health, the way you feel, how you perform, and your overall cognition. They'll absolutely take your recovery and your results to the next level. If you're serious about your training and nutrition, I would start with those 3 supplements. Quality matters, dosage matters, but overall, consistency, taking these supplements is what's going to drive real results. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're looking to work with us on our one-to-one Fit Coach Pro coaching program, all of the details to book in your free health diagnostic call are in the caption. I'll see you in the next one.